It's my one life, and I give it everything I got. I am music. I am sports. I am the culture. Here's a quick news break with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. Please make sure you're following your boy. It's on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And y'all already know it's always at itsmrtaliaferro. Welcome to episode 10 of my news breaks. Really quickly, I wanted to address something, and we do this from time to time. I see people say, yo, Ferro, where's the news breaks? You're taking too long to upload videos. And look, I'm appreciative of the love. I'm happy that y'all enjoy my content enough where y'all want more of me. That's a blessing, man. Of course, I'm appreciative of the love. But I just wanted to clear something up. All right, y'all can go look at my subscriber count on this platform. Thanks to y'all, we have grown an incredible platform here. A platform that ain't just a couple hundred, couple thousand people anymore. All right, I take pride in what I do. I know a lot of people come on YouTube and other platforms and they just go off at the mouth. They don't do any type of journalistic work. They don't go report and investigate and make sure they're getting these things correct, right? They just talk. And for them, it works. I know there are a lot of podcasts on this platform. It's tough because my platform draws that thin line because we're episodic, but at the same time, I start with news and I end with news. I know it's a tough line that we draw on this platform, such a unique position I put myself on YouTube to be, but it's one that I have a lot of pride and integrity in, man. And it's something that I, no pun intended, I don't take for granted. So what comes with that, it means in 2021, I'm not going to be first like I used to be. And I'm not even calling out the people who rush to put out information and they don't do their due diligence and fact check. Look, I was once there when I needed views, when I desperately needed views, and I needed to be first because I know there was viewership in being first. I get it. For me, though, the thing that makes me the happiest about this platform and what I get the most appreciation out of is not being first, but being correct. And the story that we're about to get into that's going to take up this entire news break, it needs to be handled with care. Some serious allegations made, and I just don't play around with that. So yes, because I came on this platform 3 or 4 days ago and talked about T.I. and Tiny and what they're being accused of, abso-goddamn-lutely. But was it the responsible thing to do with just some allegations made and no response from Tiny or T.I. at the time? For me, no. Anybody can come out and say, yo, you did this, you did that. For me, how we rock out on this platform, I address it when the artist or talent responds. That's how I rock out around here. Because we can't just give validity into just random people hopping on social media any given day saying stuff. Does that mean that it's not true what they're saying? Absolutely not. But in this era of social media, this kind of stuff gets really difficult to decipher what's the truth and what's not the truth, because I wasn't there. But when the artist or the talent responds to the accusation, you know, denying it, whatever they're doing, that's when it's a real story to me. Or if charges are made. If somebody's arrested or charges are made, then it's a real story out the gate. But when somebody just randomly throws something against the wall, we gonna take our time and we ain't gonna be first on those type of stories because they need some love, attention, and care, and some responsibility. A lot of people ain't got that online nowadays. Not calling nobody out. It is what it is. I've had to play the game before. I totally get it. It's not a game that I want to play on this platform moving forward, though. So T.I. and Tiny, like I mentioned, they've been accused of some very serious stuff from a woman that they clearly once known. Her name is Sabrina Patterson. Sabrina is claiming that at one point in time, T.I. and Tiny not only were a part of sex trafficking, she claims that T.I. was very abusive towards her. So I'm going to read what she posted on Instagram a few days ago, and then we'll go from there. She said, the sad part about being a woman and being a black woman is this. The public praises our predators. T.I., you put a gun to my head in front of children, and I never called the police on you. But for years, you have painted me as a villain. As black women, it's hard to heal from rape, violence, or anything because you are painted as the problem or reason this has happened to you. Let's normalize the allowing of black women to heal. It's so hard being the victim of rape and being painted as the reason it happened. Let's talk. And then she had mentioned the mayor of Atlanta, Georgia right now, Keisha Bottoms, who's somebody that T.I. has somewhat of a friendship with. She said, you can't have a person that has victimized women speak for us. Let's have a real talk. And then somebody hopped into Sabrina's comment section and said, are you saying T.I. put a gun to your head? Sabrina responded by saying, yes, because I was beating up his female assistant that was treating this is Tiny's Instagram like a slave.
I know what happened. He knows what happened. So don't sit around. What you won't do on top of everything else is you won't lie on me. Clifford Harris put a gun in my head. Truth is, I didn't have a weapon. Truth is, I didn't call the police on him. Truth is, I didn't sue him and I could have. Truth is, I never spoke about this on the many times I could have spoke about it. That's the truth. That's the truth. And I don't understand how you got these big old balls of steel, because you know me. You know me. More than you know me, you know me. And I'm the smallest bit of your worries. Don't worry about me. I'm outside the statute of limitations. I don't need nothing from you. But my truth.
So just a little bit of background for what I know of who Sabrina Patterson is. She is an entrepreneur in the Atlanta, Georgia area. She's of the Glam University. She's doing her thing, and she's created a platform and a voice for herself. Obviously, again, at some point in time, has some type of friendship with Tiny and T.I. It was clear as day that, and it looks like it went left. She said she had held back some of her words and her thoughts and opinions on T.I. and Tiny for years, and her story for years. She's claiming now she wants to speak out about what they allegedly did to her. Now, not only did Sabrina tell her story a little bit, she went on to post DMs of other women who apparently stepped up and shared some of their stories with Tiny and T.I. in the past. Now, again, for me, this gets really iffy because we don't know if these stories are true or not. We live in the clout generation, so anybody could come out and say anything. The only reason, let me make this clear, that I am reading these DMs is because you're about to hear Tiny and T.I. respond to these allegations. So I think they're prevalent to the story. That's the only reason why I'm reading these DMs from people I don't know if these stories are true or not. All right. Sabrina posted a DM of somebody saying, T.I. and Tiny, we're going to cancel my plane ticket if I didn't do Molly. And Tiny was the one that always called me. So she's the ringleader. She's a worse abuser than Tip. I also woke up one morning next to their friends they travel with, and I don't have a memory of it, but I was naked on my back, and when I put my head up, I was between his friend and the friend's wife, so they passed me off to them at some point in the night. Another person said, Sabrina, please be careful. You are in line about that man or Tiny. I know because my friend used to strip and fly here from time to time. T.I. and Tiny were her regulars. One day, I went to their house, and I'm assuming that he is T.I. He wouldn't let me in unless I took an X pill. So he gave my friend and I a pill, and she went on to say, we spit it back out in the sodas and pretended to take them. We all had sex, but Tiny invited rappers over and a couple of celebrities. T.I. paid us $3,000 a piece, and I never went back. He becomes a different person during sex, and Tiny is the leader. It's weird. Again, those are women that are trying to co-sign Sabrina's accusations that T.I. and Tiny are abusive and are a part of some type of sex trafficking ring in which they're forcing women to take drugs and they're forcing them incoherently to have sex with the couple. Again, those are some of the allegations made. So I think what made T.I. and Tiny feel the need to come out and speak out against his story was not just the social media attention and the blog sites picking up on this bad boy over the weekend, but another one of T.I. and Tiny's former friends, I'm assuming. Her name is Shekina Joe. If you go online, you see a lot of pictures between Shekina Joe and Tiny. She hopped on social media apparently trying to take up for her friend Tiny and T.I. And what I think she ended up doing is actually bringing the Harris family to the fire even more.
If Tiny would pay that attention, she wouldn't be even into it right now with T.I. She's looking fucking attention. She wants Tiny. She obsessed with Tiny. Like, she wants Tiny to be her girlfriend. Now, listen, this is my thing. If it came out, the Tip pulled a gun on her, right? How do we change from Tip not the victim no more? Tip is the victim, and Tiny now is the legend. How do we go from that? So she done got mad at Tamika for taking her husband. Here go the whole goddamn thing. She has a problem. She ain't talked about nothing about how she Tamika and Tip. I said what I said. Why she ain't talking about how she done sucked? So why we ain't talking about that? Let's get into it. Yeah, y'all want to talk about that? Get into it. I'm trying to figure out why she ain't told y'all how much she done. Why she ain't told y'all about she one of the women who used to go recruit the what's up? Hey. She'll see. They gonna ask her why she ain't told she didn't get. And she women empowerment. Why she didn't tell y'all that she done had some of that? Why she didn't tell y'all? She talking about all the rest of these folk running around here getting. Why she didn't tell y'all she been? And then obsessed because Tamika, I guess Tiny, I don't know, I ain't never, I swear to God, I don't get involved, I don't know what they do in their lifestyle, I'm not a part of it. But I know she done been around. Ask her how it tastes. Go ask her, so she comes and say how. She know how it tastes too. Ask her how Tamika tastes. Ask her, do she want some more? Is that the problem? Well, ask her what was going on when she was in the threesomes and the foursomes. What happened with her? Huh? What about when she used to go get the recruit the phone? Where's she at in this? Black power. You so into the power, but you the one recruiting to come get.
So what I meant by Shekina Joe likely just making matters worse for her friends, or maybe even her former friends and Tiny and T.I. When you say things like Sabrina just wants to be with Tiny and T.I., Sabrina went out and picked chicks for Tiny and T.I., though it doesn't make Tiny or T.I. guilty of, sex trafficking or rape or anything like that, it at least does add validity to a story of Tiny and T.I. having some type of affair or some type of intimacy with Sabrina, which I'm assuming is the first step in what Sabrina would like to prove in her attempts to claim, some of these things that she's saying are true. So I think that really probably did more harm than good. I see what Shekina was trying to do, but I'm assuming you probably didn't accomplish that goal if you're a T.I. and Tiny's perspective. So Tiny went on her Instagram account and first responded to these very serious allegations of sex trafficking and abuse. Look, man, Tiny was a part of a very big group in the 90s and early 2000s in Escape, and T.I. obviously one of the biggest rappers to come out in the last 15, 20 years. This serious stuff, bruh. Tiny said, hold up. So you want your abuser to train your sons? He was just your uncle 2 years ago. Now, when did you say my husband assaulted you? Did you change your mind or change it back? What's up with you today, Pooh? I'm confused. Stop harassing my family, you strange. Everybody know you've been special. Your face sliced and seminar lady. Please get help and leave us alone. T.I., obviously, who has never shied away from a conversation, especially on the internet, chimed in as well, and he is clearly very upset at some of the allegations made against him and his wife. Check it out.
Hey, so as y'all could probably guess or imagine, it's been extremely difficult for me to remain quiet in light of all the things that have transpired and all of the egregious allegations that's been tossed around about me and my wife. But it's a reason for that, and I don't mind sharing it. You see, if a person does not have any right to criminally or civilly have you in court, they have no right. The best thing they could do is get you for a defamation suit, drag you in court, make you pay their legal bills, but get you in court. Now, I mean, at this point, man, this is the point where that don't even matter. First and foremost, I want to say my wife is a beautiful person with an amazing spirit and a kind heart. She's a devoted mother and she has a humble soul. She don't deserve it. She don't deserve it. Now, what we not gonna do is open up the door to my bedroom, as you shouldn't have to either. Open up the door to my bedroom for everybody to come in and chime in and make their opinions about what we do and don't do or should or shouldn't do. But I will say this. Whatever we ever have done has been done with consensual adults who into what we into and like what we like. If we want something, we know exactly where to go to get it. We ain't never forced nobody. We ain't never drugged nobody against their will. We ain't never held nobody against their will. We ain't never made nobody do anything. We ain't never trafficked anything. Well, sexually trafficked anything. I ain't never raped nobody. Never raped nobody. Black women in particular should be supported, protected, defended, and uplifted. However, evil has no gender. People with evil intentions have no gender. A threat comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, man, that is some very serious stuff that, again, you can clearly see T.I. is not taking lightly. Let me be clear. If I didn't say this before, I don't care what anyone has going on in their bedroom. It's not for me to judge. Honestly, I don't really care. It is a story, though, and involves two of the biggest figures in R&B and hip-hop over the last couple decades. All right, y'all let me know what y'all think about that bad boy in the comment box below. And as promised, this is episode number 10 of my news break series. And I said I'd do a giveaway on episode 10, so we're going to ring true to that promise. So if you've gotten this far in the video, you're either very interested in T.I. and Tiny's personal life, or you rock with Ferro, or maybe a combination of the two. All right, whatever it is, I'm going to offer you a chance at winning something free. There are no strings attached. Anybody that's won an Amazon gift card from me in the past, they know that. This is simply a small token of appreciation for rocking out with me, all right? I got 10 gift cards since it's episode 10. Y'all see what I'm kind of doing here. I got 9, I'm going to be honest, I got 9 $10 Amazon gift cards and 1 $100 Amazon gift card. To win a gift card from yours today, be one of the first 10 people to tweet at me, Ferro has 10 episodes on Twitter. You obviously got to be following me on Twitter. That's the only way I can DM you back. All right, so follow me on Twitter, at itsmrtaliaferro, and tweet at your boy, Ferro has 10 episodes. With that simple tweet, you will put yourself in a position to win either $10 and somebody's going to win $100. I have the number in my head on which number, like out of the first 10 people to do it, I know which one's going to be the one that gets the $100 Amazon gift card. I'm not going to tell you the number, but somebody's going to win $100 free dollars from yours truly today. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. You want to take care of that business right now? Go ahead and follow me on Twitter and hit me and say Ferro has 10 episodes. That's all you got to say. Tweet it at me and you might win big, man. It's a blessing that could be yours. All right. I just thank you guys so much for rocking out with the kid. It's that time, love, and support that I will never take for granted on this platform. And with that being said, I believe it's that time when I hit y'all with the big old salute. I'm out.